That's all I can do, actually. I've got nothing to say. I've got nothing to say. I was one of those guys who believed in Arsenal Football Club. You can never hold that against me. That, oh, Abs wanted Real Madrid to win. Abs said Real Madrid is gonna destroy Arsenal. No, I was never that guy, and I will never be that guy because I have faith in Arsenal Football Club, and I knew they would do it. I made a whole video about it. I made a video saying that Arsenal will knock out Real Madrid. Check it. It's my last video. Go on my channel, subscribe, like, turn on your notifications. It's right there, lads. Just click on it and check it out. Check it out, bro. I was one of those guys. And Real Madrid, was it expected for somebody who watches Real Madrid, who watches La Liga every week? Those people know, and they wouldn't be surprised. Really, I'm not surprised that they got slapped like that because I know they've been awful the whole season. They're only in the title charge because we Barcelona dropped 10, 11 points, I believe, between November and December. That is the only reason why they're still challenging. Because otherwise, we'd be 15, 18 points clear. We would have won the league already with a focus on the Champions League and Copa del Rey. We know they play in moments. They don't have a style of football. Like I said, Arsenal will Arsenal will smoke them. They'll beat them. I predicted 2-1 actually. 2-1, but obviously it didn't work out to be 2-1. It was 3-0 on the head top. Rice turning into our mini Daiki, bro. You know when Kurokona basket when they go into the zone. Yeah? When they go into the zone. That's what Rice was doing. That game against Real Madrid, Rice was in the zone and nobody could have stopped him. Nobody, no one in any team could have stopped Rice. He scored that free kick on the head top. You know that adrenaline that you get. You score a free kick, yeah. You celebrate with the fans. You run. He did this. He did the Lamine Yamal. He did the Lamine Yamal. Likeable guy. I'll be honest, to you, humble guy. And then the second time, you're feeling more confident. You're feeling, boy, I'm gonna hit that. Nikola Jova, whatever you want to call him, needs to sit down on the bench, tell him to whip it from that place, to whip it, to cross it. Are you mad? Have you lost your mind? You donut. Go sit down. Good thing Saka told him to. Hey, sorry, guys. Man, I got a cough. Good shot, man. That first free kick was beautiful. When I saw when I saw Rice in that position, I said he's going to score. That first free kick, he's going to score. Because it's the big moment, right? It's the moment where you need your players to step up. And Vinicius Junior had an early chance in the beginning where he could have passed it simply to Mbappe, but he travelled it. Stupid guy. And then Rice in the second half just does a madness. There was also another chance 1v1 Mbappe that he missed. Retard. Rice does a madness. Bent it around the whole wall. I don't know what Courtois was doing, what that wall was doing, but he just bent it around like Beckham, bro. Bent it like Rice. Beckham Rice, bro. They call him now. And he turned up. Individual brilliance works, lads. Set pieces. I told you guys in the last video that they will score in a set piece. And they did. They will do something in the set pieces because Real Madrid are not good at set pieces. Mainly corners. And he did, and he stepped up, and then he scored the second free kick. Beautiful. That's where the adrenaline rush comes in. I'm going to hit that again, and I'm going to score. And he did it. Big shout out to Declan Rice. He turned up when his team needed. Odegaard was quiet again. I think overall the team did well, other than Odegaard, really. But then Marino scored. Marino is a better striker than Havertz. I'll be real to you guys. Havertz, what Marino is doing, Havertz can't do that. Seriously, Marino is doing something that I'm thinking to myself, well, bro, is this guy on crack? How is he scoring like that? Especially against Real Madrid. That's not easy, man. That's not easy. Jude Bellingham, again, another player who you'd expect to turn up, and he went missing. Vinicius Junior, poor. Mbappe, poor. Rodrigo, poor. Modric, you're throwing in a 40-year-old in a game where Arsenal are known to be physical, where Arsenal are known to be athletic. Partey, Rice, Saka, Timber, Saliba, Kivio. Shout out to Kivio, he played with Skelly. Like, it's an athletic team, a physical team. that Arteta has built, and you're throwing a 40-year-old Madrid. Have you lost your mind? Are you okay? You were better off playing Vasquez right back, Valverde instead of Modric, so you have legs. And Valverde would have just helped out Asensio on the right hand side. Asensio did well actually. He would have helped out Vasquez on the right, but he didn't. You played Alaba, who hasn't played left back since 2023. For what reason we don't know, because you're overthinking it. You could have simply, and you're playing 4-4-2. Is this 1990, 2000s? What's going on? Well, like, how outdated are you, old hag? Like, what's wrong with you? Who plays a 4-4-2 these days? Unless it's a false nine. One player is a false nine, doing a false nine role, drop in. The other player runs in behind. He does this and that. Like, you are not gonna win a game with 3 left wingers on the pitch. You will, but I'm saying, like, in terms of dominating. Like, when was the last time Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo looked good as a front three? I can't remember. I cannot remember. It's just individual brilliance, like always, just individual brilliance. And there's Bellingham running up and down, but he was poor still on the ball. Camavinga, I thought it was okay. Courtois, obviously, man, their best player. But overall, they were dead. Like, it was so disappointing. But I expected it. I didn't expect it to be in this fashion in terms of, like, Rice scoring 2 free kicks. I thought, okay, maybe Real Madrid will get a goal in minimum, and then Arsenal to score. I felt like Saka was their best player as well. Their best player, Saka, man, incredible player. And seriously, the way he bounced back from that injury, 3 months I believe, and he's looking at his best again. But still, we still need to see him play more games to fully know. Skelly as well, he pocketed Rodrigo. Timber, solid player all around, pocketed Vinicius Jr. You're asking to yourself, Real Madrid fans are asking to themselves, right? Where were my superstars today? Where were they? Because these are the moments you expect them to. They beat the worst version of City. People thought they were back because everybody says Real Madrid in the Champions League is this, Real Madrid in the Champions League is that. I've said it as well before. Based on reputation. But how far can that get you? One day it's gonna die out. And it did. You can't always rely on individual brilliance because it's gonna catch up to you, right? A team with a good system, a good coach, with players who would run, like that Man City game where they outrun and physically outclassed you. Same thing again. These guys beat you without a striker. Ancelotti, serious questions need to be asked about him. I think they're trying to get rid of him unless he does the miracle. Camavinga gets a red card. Gift and a curse because Tchouaméni is back and now they don't have Camavinga in the second leg. Do I think Real Madrid will make a comeback? I will let you guys know in the second leg prediction. But let's look at this lineup, yeah? Let's look at this lineup. Ancelotti, man. Seriously. Big man like you. Obviously, what I predicted was Lewis Kelly, Timber, Saliba, and Ben White. Arteta just did the exact opposite. Putting Kivio, who done a great job. Obviously, midfield was given. I said that, and then instead of Marino, I said Trossard, Marino. Of course, he can be that extra man in midfield. Helped him out. And then we had, obviously I didn't do a preview prediction, but I was expecting, I was expecting Valverde to start really. But I didn't expect Modric to start. I did not expect him to start. Seriously, I didn't expect him to start. But Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vinny, Camavinga, Bellingham, yeah. But to be honest, Madrid is the only player they have. But forget about it, man. It's not that important. I didn't expect Alaba to start. I was expecting more like a Mendy or someone. I think Mendy's injured, no? Let me see. Mendy's injured. Damn, boy. Oof, just Frank Garcia, really. But yeah. Bellingham poor. I can't believe people are like comparing him to Pedri. Like, no disrespect. There is a debate. You can make a good case for Bellingham, but for me, there's no debate. Pedri is just clear of him. But yeah, Courtois made some great saves. Alaba from the just on the line defending a Marino shot could have made the 4-0, but hey, this was poor team selection from bloody Carlo Ancelotti, because I was expecting at least Arda Güler to start. Really, you could have done a pivot of Camavinga and Bellingham and put maybe Brahim Diaz as a 10, or Arda Güler as a 10 maybe, or right winger. Arda Güler is good at set pieces, but Brahim Diaz turns up, good dribbler. But no, you just didn't want to do it. Like, it was awful. Well, like, I can't believe it. This was just such an awful display by bloody Real Madrid. It was poor, man. It was poor, seriously. Endrick didn't even get any minute. The Güler didn't even get a minute. I don't know any of these guys. Vallejo, I know, but just randoms now. Like, all I can say was poor from Real Madrid. Poor. And it was a good display by Arsenal. Set pieces again. The question is, can they do it? Can they knock out Real Madrid at the Bernabeu? That's a big question. Who knows? Who knows? But I'll give you my answer in the next video, guys. Anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications. I'm always active on Twitter. Until next time, I've got a mad cough. Take care.